Hey, DA, great job catching that pass and putting that ball in the basket. I just want to know a few things about that. First of all, everybody talks about how tough a pass that was to make by Jay. So if you can explain what exactly makes that a difficult pass under the circumstances. And then for you, what was the difficult part of making the play complete on your part? And have you guys ever even walked through that play before?
Well, I'll start off by saying that's definitely Jay's game winner. Making a great pass or a 7-footer. Other than that, Coach drew up a great play where I was in the best position. My teammates trust me and my coaches trust me, and great Book set a great screen. That freed me up into the lane to at least gather my feet and go for the ball, and the rest is just off my athleticism and my talent. Jay set it up right there perfectly.
Next up is going to be Rachel Nichols with ESPN, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
Hey, Deandre. Just wanted to ask you a little bit about the work that you've been putting in. Monty told me the other day that you guys have had a lot of talk about what's the difference between showing up and collecting a paycheck and showing up and actually sort of earning it. What was that process like for you to make that transition?
I can say this, Monty definitely made me a super gym rat. There was times where I wouldn't even come in for on day offs. It's a thing called, smell the gym, touch the ball at least. And, he really instilled that in me where I constantly wanted to, just sharpen my screws and, just be the best I can be. And knowing the type of level and the type of, play style we have to come in, night out, and to be consistent in what I do, I have to be in the gym. And, just to see the results now at a high level and where we are right now, I don't want to get out the gym. And, that's what he really, instilled in me, and I kept it going.
Nice game winner. Congrats.
Thank you.
Next up is going to be Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, and then Mark Spears.
Best play of your life?
Yes. Yeah, the celebration and the reaction was a little shaky because I wasn't too sure what I did. I wasn't too sure if it counted. I didn't want to, be a blooper or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, just get to the next play or the refs hurt and, confirm what it is. I was just so anxious. I was really stressed. It was a lot. I'm looking at the fans. I'm looking at the environment. It was a lot, but, that was my best play and, tried to embrace it.
Lastly, we wanted to ask just about that play only took 0.2 seconds for you to put it in, but it seemed like it took forever for it to happen. Maybe take Was it slow motion? Or did it happen in an instant?
Knowing the play, I knew the play. I could see the play coming, but you don't know what the team is going to throw at you, But, like I said, I trust my teammates and I trust, my coaches, especially Monty. And, Book setting the best screen and Jay throwing the best pass. It was just me just doing what I do best, just, finishing above the rim.
Wow, that's good.
Next up is Mark Spears with ESPN, followed by Gina Mizell.
First thing, when you're sitting in the huddle and coach is drawing that up, there's a lot that everybody has to do, but you've got to finish it. When you're looking at that play, did you have faith that it was possible?
I had a lot of faith. I just knew if he's throwing it up, I know they trust me to finish that or do something with it while I'm in the air. Once they throw it where I can catch it, I told Jay I'm gonna catch it, and he gave me a nod, and there's no questioning after that. Once he say you're gonna throw it, and I'm gonna catch it, I say I'm gonna catch it. We go by it, and if something happens. We just fix it.
What are these playoffs meant to you so far?
It means a lot
in your career.
It means a lot. Every game really feels like my last. I never played so hard from the jump ball to the end, 150%. Usually it's like 110, but it's 150%. And it's 150% mentally, just the level of focus and the things you have to really pay attention to. It's really intense. And, just with fatigue and stuff like that kick in especially, that's when who really got your back, who's locked in, and this team is it.
Next is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, followed by Dave McMiniman.
So,
I mean, everyone's of course talking about the game winner, but then you also had that alley-oop, also from Jay, early on in the game that really got it going, and just your finishing all through this playoffs has been incredibly authoritative, like lots of force. Just maybe, what do you feel like has unlocked for you? I know you always call yourself dominating, but it seems like it's even taken it to this level. So how have you been able to do
you can
that?
say dominating times 100. But to be honest, like I said, being in the gym, doing the things I do consistently, approaching the game the right way, having dudes like C and J, Book, and everybody just being on top of me, just showing me things and telling me things that, that really for longevity that I can continue for my career to be the best player I can be. Stuff like running the floor hard, that's just a part of basketball. That's the thing I do best is running the floor. And, dude like Jay, you can tell he played with a lot of great players. Dudes like Bam throwing it up that high. So, I mean, it was fun to.
Next up is Dave McMiniman with ESPN, followed by Melissa Rowland.
I got 2 for you. One, on a night where Book doesn't shoot all that well, gets hit in the face, and obviously you still without CP. What do you do for your confidence and the team's confidence to have the bigger roles that both you and Campaign play?
Mainly with this team, man, it don't matter who's on the floor. We play our game. We play the way we play. We're coachable, and we go by a certain I say certain structure. We don't change anything. And somebody subbed out, one of our superstars is up, just know that dude is back, and I'm going to play the same way. And that's what we do best. Cam really stepped up, taking a lot of load, taking big shots, and making some tough layups down the lane, man. And it's just seeing how all that progressed and seeing the work he put in. Yeah, he was bound to have a game like this.
And secondly, Matt Weiner of NBA TV has already given a title to the play. He's calling it the Valley Hoop.
That's tough. The value. I like that. I really like that.
Next up is Melissa Rowland with Fox Sports, followed by Kellen Olson.
Hey, DA, how have you seen Campaign's confidence grow over the time you guys have played together? What strikes you the most?
Man, I'll honestly say CP has literally tipped Campaign on his wing. When you see Campaign coming into practice with Chris Paul, you wonder, Chris Paul usually won here early. When you see Campaign right behind him, and you tend to ask questions. Them two have been with each other, watching film, lifting weights together in the morning before games, stuff like that. You can tell that Cam really took a different approach, to a whole nother level, and he did it right in front of our eyes. And like I said, he was bound to have one of these games, and he's a guy who keeps it consistent. He plays hard both ends of the ball, and I just love his passion.
Next up is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, followed by David Brandt.
Hey, DA, with the lob, you've caught a whole lot of lobs in your career. So when you come off the screen and you make eye contact with Jay, whatever it is with the lob, how are you feeling about the play when you got around coach? Did you feel like you were good? How do you read the ball in the air? Can you take me to where you were?
Me and Cam spoke. Once I set that first screen with Cam, I tried to set up Zubac to, for Book to have a good angle on him. And I believe once my feet touch the paint where I can go off right, left, 1, 2, not many people are going to be up there with me. So that's what I got confident at. Once I really got that gather, nobody bumped me or, it was up. And that was it.
Next is David Brandt with the Associated Press, followed by Sam Amick.
Hey, DA, over here. A lot of people nationally over the years since you've been in the NBA have compared your career to Trey and Luka, and that in some ways you might have been a little bit of a disappointment. But I haven't heard that much lately. Like, what's the stretch meant to you? Have you ever worried about that? Are you just proud of kind of coming into your own and proving what you can be?
I mean, at the end of the day, we all different players. I'm a 7-footer, big man, and 2 point guards. I don't know what you can compare, but me, I play as hard as I can. This is my team. I dominate the best way I can for this team, and I try to take this team as far as I can. And other than that, I trust my work. I trust my work ethic. I trust my craft, and I work very hard at it, and I'll continue to do that. So, that's about it.
Next up is Sam Amick with The Athletic, followed by Greg Moore.
DeAndre, you talk about the focus it takes on this stage and that last play. I'm assuming you had clarity on the fact that, some of us just learned tonight the rule about no goaltending on an inbound pass. So, I mean, for one, you know that going in? No. Heck no. That's why we didn't want to react. So, man, it's so hard to explain. But just know it just felt like my hand hit the rim on the ball. It just is a bunch of confusion. And I never been in that position before. I just know put the ball in the hoop right now. And
So if you didn't know that, you're worried.
I'm worried, but I did what Coach told me to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, is it on me? And, Coach looked at me and said, yo, that's the rule. Like, yo, you can, if it's above the cylinder, you can finish that play. And I wasn't too sure if he was right because the other coaches is pulling him aside saying like, yo, we got a couple more seconds left. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for the officials to really, confirm what this play was or is it done. And, once I heard the crowd reaction, let's play ball.
The other part of that, what Book said in that pick, I mean, he's the number one option as a scorer, superstar.
Sacrifice.
He's out there with a busted nose taking on Dubois.
Sacrifice. Big sacrifice. That's what this team's about. It's big sacrifice. It don't matter. You don't know who's going to drop 30. You don't know who's going to hit the game winner. That's how this team is. We play for each other, and the key thing we do is togetherness. We try not to break that, We get in that huddle, we get on each other, and we say what we have to say, and, we get back out there and play for each other. That's about it.
Got time for 3 more. Next up is going to be Greg Moore with the Arizona Republic, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
DeAndre, great game, man. 12 of 15 shooting, just great game. Greg Moore, Arizona Republic. I'm glad that the screen came up. I want to ask about how strong is Zubac, because I'm thinking about Devin getting in there to set that pick. It'd be one thing if he was setting a screen on a guard or a forward. He's setting a screen on a footer. Like, how strong is that guy that you're going against?
Man, Zubac is pretty strong. Like all Steven Adams, every center, he is a pretty strong dude and a big dude as well. That's why I give so much props to Book to really set a good screen on a guy like himself, a paint protector, and just really find a good angle on him to free me up. All my respect go out to Book and Jay for that play as well.
Final 2 questions are going to be Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic and Christos Saltis.
Just got a quick follow. When did you tell your son about this game?
I got the jersey. I got the jersey from him so I can remember it, to give him that. So, I mean, there's a lot. I think that was the first thing I said. I want to give this jersey to him. Maybe some people might say, I ain't did nothing, I ain't won nothing, but that one meant something to me, So, stuff like that. Just keeping little things close to me like that.
Put it in the crib.
Yeah, put it somewhere for him to, mess with a little bit.
Final question is Christos Saltis from Greece.
Hey, DA, great game. Congratulations on the win. You are 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. How do you handle that situation, and what is your mindset going to the LA for the Game 3 and Game 4?
I'm just going to get harder. Them dudes is going to come out even stronger, more physicality, and they're going to attack us. And, we just got to be prepared, for anything. And, one thing we just mainly have to do is play our basketball. Once we do that, we'll be fine, play our pace. And the main thing is our defense. Once we stay focused on the defensive end, the offensive, we'll work on the offensive end. Offense will come.